Hello guys, welcome back to another video of my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing well. So let's start with today's topic, that is hacking a web server. So to understand what is a web server, let's see a basic definition, that is a web server is a server software or a system of one or more computers dedicated to running this software that can satisfy client HTTP requests on a public World Wide Web or also on private LANs and WANs. So to simplify this definition, it basically means that when you make a request over an internet, that request will go to a certain web server, find that request, let's say a website or a page. It will take that website or a page and return it back to you as a response. Okay, this is an end user point of view. For a developer's point of view, if you are a developer that knows HTML, JavaScript, CSS, you will write a code in these languages and develop a website. After registering a domain for that website, let's say www.something.com or .net, you will then upload this website on a web server to make it available on the internet. Okay, so our target for today is this web server. This web server has an unique IP address that is registered to a specific domain. Okay, so to try out this, we have two virtual machines available, Metasploit and Kali Linux. Metasploit is our web server and Kali Linux is our attacking machine. So our web server's unique IP address is 10.22.15.4. If I go and search for this web server 10.20.215.4, I'll get this page. So that means that my web server is running. So to confirm this again, I'll ping this web server. Okay, it says that 4 packet transmitted, 4 packets received, 0 packet lost. This means that the web server is live. Now what an attacker will do to hack this web server? The first job of any hacker is to scan this web server. To scan this, we will use a tool called Nmap. Okay, Nmap -sv -o and the IP address of that web server. Okay, so what will Nmap do? Nmap will find detailed description of which ports are open on the web server, which services are running on the web server, and what operating system is that web server. Okay, so Nmap usually is used by a network administrator, but every ethical hacker will know about Nmap, and it is very necessary to learn this tool. Okay, so if you see here, it says that all these ports are open in that web server. Okay, so these are service names and the operating system is Kali Linux. So what we will do is, we won't do any specific exploitation. We'll just copy this name and we'll go to google.com. We'll enter this name and we'll just say exploit. So we'll get a response from rapid7.com. Rapid7 are the developers of rapid7.com are the same who developed MSF console. So if you want to learn about ethical hacking, please refer to this site, because this site, the information on these sites are authentic and real world. Okay, so this says that the exploitation, this is a backdoor command execution. It was created on 5/30 2018 and it was disclosed on this date. Now how to use this exploit? Okay, so it says that use exploit Unix FTP and this command. So we'll copy this. We will go to our MSF console. We'll say use and we'll paste that command. Okay, now the command has been set. We'll do show options. Now if you see here, the port number is already been set, port 21, and the exploit we found was 21 TCP port, and it's open. Okay, so now we'll just set our host. Now what is our host? So usually in MSF console, our host and our port are referring to target IP address and target port. Whenever it says L host and L port, it refers to Kali Linux IP address and port. Okay, so to set the target IP address, we'll do set our host 10.20.215.4, and that's it. So now we'll do exploit, and our exploit is running. A shell has been found and a session has been created. Now we have complete access of this web server. Okay, so we'll do shell. We found a bash script for it, and that's it. If we do ls, we'll find all the directories that are available in this web server. Okay, if you can see, these are similar to what I am having on my Kali Linux terminal. Now how is this possible? Okay, this is possible because the services that are on this web server are either outdated or they have an exploit which was ignored by the developers. So usually what happens is, when a hacker finds this exploit, he reports it, and these exploits are then removed. But some network administrator or web developers ignores this update and keep working on their projects. So other black hat hackers will use this vulnerability to get into the system. So if you are trying to be a network administrator or want to be a good developer, please keep in mind, keep all your softwares up to date, and always monitor which ports are running and which services are running on that port. Okay, so that's it for today. Hope you guys learned something. If you did, please like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe if you are new.